They show up and I open them up and I'm just like, okay. Oh, I love it. I want to compare two other colors. Yeah, okay, let's see. Ooh, I did it once. Ugh, it stinks and it ruins the fibers, so don't do that. This is so fun. I feel like a Southern belle. Sorry. Hey, wig ladies. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Have you been busy? I have been so busy. It is ridiculous. I mean, it's either feast or famine, right? I'm either kind of not doing much and can just relax, or I have not enough hours in a day. And right now, I'm in that not enough hours in a day. But you know what? I kind of like it better. I'd rather be busy, right? Forward motion. We got to keep going to keep the energy, to keep the momentum for health. Always moving. Well, that's where I'm at right now. But I am taking a few minutes to talk about two amazing wigs today. And I am so excited to share them with you, to really dig in on the color as usual, and then just to talk about the beauty of each wig. Every wig is amazing these days and I love them all. But first, don't forget to go like and subscribe to Chiquel, our YouTube page, and go to Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all the other social media platforms so that you don't miss out on a thing. It's so important because we keep coming out with new and improved and amazing, wonderful things. All right, let's dive in. I get to do two beautiful Raquel Welch wigs. I wear a lot of Raquel Welch and Gabor, and so I'm already partial to those brands at this point. I love the fullness and the thickness and just the beauty of the fibers and how they are made. But mostly, I love the colors. Woo! Those are the wigs that brought me in, Gabor and Raquel Welch. That's when I stopped being afraid, which is the best. The two wigs I'm doing today are similar but different.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Whatever. Okay, the first one's gonna be Cruise Control in the beautiful color silver. And the second one is Always Large, which will be interesting to look on my head. But hey, whatever, it is so gorgeous, and the curls, the waves of it, I cannot wait to get this one on. And it is in the amazing color of Iced Granita. So those two wigs I'm gonna review for you today, but I'm also gonna be bringing in a couple of extra wigs to show you color comparisons. What I am finding is that wigs that are in the same color sometimes don't look like they're the same color. So there's a bunch of factors to that, and we're gonna unpack that a little bit today, okay? All right, so let's go, woo! So before I start, this is like, I get butterflies when these boxes show up. How about you? They show up and I open them up and I'm just like, isn't it amazing? So I have two brand new boxes. I feel like a kid at Disneyland or something, right? Just because it's gonna make me feel confident and happy, and that's what they should do for all of us, right? Okay, so let's roll. All right, first wig is Cruise Control by Raquel Welch in the beautiful color of silver. Cruise Control is a medium bob that is super sophisticated. I've been wanting to try this wig and I almost bought it a million times a few months ago and I just never did. So I'm very excited to try this one on. It has some tapered layering at the back and into the front, which adds to that sophisticated look, which I think it'll be great. Let's talk about this cap. It is a hand-tied cap, yay! And it is a full monofilament top. And let me get that a little bit better for you to see. Okay, with an extended lace front for natural parting, which is great for me because I like right parts. And let's look at the extenders. They are Velcro, as Raquel Welch does, which I personally love because you can change it quickly and in a pinch. Okay, there's the cap. Let's look at this color. This is always my favorite part. Oh, you know I love this color, right? Oh. I mean, come on. I have to add the extra syllables when I say on. On. Like my kids go, Mama. Oh, okay. Let's get to this description. Silver is 5660 in the color code. 56 is more of that kind of brownish, a little bit darker gray, but not dark, right? And then 60 is the light gray, close to white. And so there's a combination of those two colors in here, and it's a really nice blend so that not one color sticks out. According to my eye, I would say there's more 60 in this. It is lighter, all right? And we'll compare it to my white hair. Okay, so it shows a little bit more silvery gray, white gray, but I'd say more on the silver side compared to white, right? All right, let me turn off the ring light because it's always good to see it in the real thing. Okay, yeah, look at that. So it's still light, but you can see a little bit more of the dimension of the darker color here. Beautiful. I love this color. Yes, I do. Okay. And as you can see, I mean, oh my goodness. So she, trying not to hurt the part, beautifully tapered this bob. Yeah. All right. Let's put her on. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love her. And you know me, I don't usually like shorter hair, but this one, oh, it's the perfect length because it just feels like I've had a good haircut, you know, but it still feels long. Ooh. And then you guys, this color, just taking a minute. I love that it's a non-rooted part. That's my style. And I love how she shapes the face. And because it has so much of the 60, the lighter gray, I feel like it frames my face really nicely to help with the things that I want to pop, right? Like my eyes and my skin tone. So it'll be the same for you. Yes. All right, let me do a quick spin. Oh, I mean, the way it flows, the way she flows, forgive me. Yeah, I'm gonna shimmy her. Woohoo! Look at her. Oh, I may be keeping this one. She is comfortable, not heavy. This could be a throw and go. Beauty, 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 beauty. Yeah. All right, one more time, turning the ring light off. Whoops. Still, oh, and did you see that? Once the light turned off, the white around my face kind of actually popped a little bit more. That's interesting. And I haven't messed with the part at all. It just sort of flopped this way. So I will definitely work on where I want it. But I kind of like it in the, well, it's right middle, you know, I kind of like where it's landing. And again, I have not pulled out my bio hair. Beautiful lace. Look at that. You can see it right mine under there just a little bit. Oh yeah. It's seamless and lovely and perfect. Oof. Okay, I want to compare this to a couple other colors though, so hold tight. So I'm wearing Cruise Control by Raquel Welch in silver, which is a beautiful blend of 56 and 60, right? Now, I want to compare, sorry, got some wispies. I want to compare two other colors. So this is my personal wig. This is Front Cover by Gabor in Arctic White. Look at that. Isn't that fascinating? So silver, I'm going to back up a little bit, and Arctic White. Okay, so there you go. I believe Arctic White is a little bit lighter. Should I like do this? Yeah, okay, let's see. How's that look? I personally would say Arctic White is lighter. However, it depends on the wig. I should grab one of my curling ones, right? And now here is one of my all-time favorite rock and roll wigs. This is Pretty Please. I love this wig. I wish more wigs would come in this color, to be honest. So let's look at that up close. So you can see in Cruise Control Silver that there is this white. All right. But there's definitely more dimension in the silver color. Yeah. Okay, so let me set this down. Let me do the same thing I just did. Put this on top of it. See, this is, oh yeah, there, see? White, white. Turn around for a sec so you can see. All right, so hopefully that helps you to understand what's going on with these colors. And that, again, you can purchase with more information, which is something I was really needing when I was looking into these whites and silvers and grays, because I like light, as you know. So silver 5660 is very light and beautiful, but there's dimension. We got some of the darker colors as compared to 1001, which is white, white. And then Arctic white is very, very similar to silver. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, wig number 2, Raquel Welch's Always in Large, or Always Large in Iced Granita. Okay, so this is a longer, curly, I would call this curly wig, yeah? Not just wavy, there's actual curls. So pretty. Oh my goodness. The cap is interesting. Now it's wefted for lots of air, especially when you have extra hair, extra fibers in your wig. You'll need the wefting for some cooling action. The extenders are Velcro, which is great. And because this is large, I had to tighten them all the way for my medium to small head. Now, here's the tricky thing. There is not a part. And there is permatease all around this entire cap to add lift. And part of that is because they have a long curtain type of bang. So you don't really need a part. You can kind of, as you see right here, it's suggested. So it'll be interesting to see how that looks when I put it on. Now this is an Ice Granita, which I have already reviewed in another wig, and I'm gonna compare them because the other wig I did was Scene Stealer, which is straight and long, and I about died over Ice Granita. So with this being wavy and curly, I'm curious to see how Ice Granita differs, because waves are different, obviously, than straight hair, and so the color dimension and the shine and how colors look are going to vary. It's just the nature of straight versus curly. Let's take a look at this color. Ready? This is always the part I love. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah. I mean, I know I like this color already, but I'm just excited to see it with the waves, with the curls. It's curls. Look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on. Now, you know, after you wear curls for a while and they get tangled and you comb them out a little bit and they kind of lose their curlness, I have found out, and I'm sure a lot of you have figured this out, but I have figured out a way to bring the curls back. You definitely have to use heat at the proper amount, not too hot. Have you done that? Ooh, I did it once. Ugh, it stinks and it ruins the fibers, so don't do that. All right, so you do it at the right heat and you heat it up, the curl that you want, and then when you take it out, scrunch it together and grab a bobby pin and pin it. So it's pink curls, just like when we were little kids. Did you ever have pink curls and sleep in pink curls? Ouch. Anyway, it works with curlies. I'll show you what I've done on another wig later. All right, so Ice Granita. I'm gonna read this description so I get it right, okay? So here we go. Ice Granita, RL 5161. Okay, so still on the lighter side of the color code, right? Has a cool toned silvery blonde. Sorry, I don't like that description. Blonde, I think of blonde with yellow. And there is no yellow in this. Okay, so whatever, silvery blonde, blending into a cool beige platinum blonde. Okay. The beige, yes, I will say that. There's beige. With medium gray, and then it creates that gradient effect, which I do agree with that, which I love the gradient effect. Isn't that lovely? Let me get underneath here a little bit. At the nape, of course, it's darker, as gray tends to grow out, light in the front, darker in the back. That's what's happening with my grow out. Not everybody, but that's just what's happening with me. So I appreciate that these wigs do that too, because it's natural. But I do love the gradient effect so that all the light is all through it. Okay, let's turn off the light so you can see the real color. Okay, look at that. Yeah, darker. Whoa. Okay, eyes adjust. All right, you still see the beautiful light around the front. Thank you, Raquel. And then it gets a little darker, right? Again, it's sunshine today, yay. It had been cloudy all week here in California, and all of a sudden today, the sun came back, woo. Okay, look at that, beautiful. All right, let's put her on. Ah, okay. This is so fun, so fun. I feel like a Southern belle. Sorry. Oh, this is gorgeous. I mean, this is like, I went to the hairstylist and spent 2 hours coloring my hair and then cutting and then setting and then spraying it to death so that the curls would stay, right? And then the second you walk outside into any humidity, what happens? Either or right? Oh, this is gorgeous. I want all of these wigs in my collection. Okay, couple of thoughts. Well, first, let me do a spin, okay? Now you see, before I spin, I keep changing my mind, the white around the face. Again, thank you wig companies for doing that. It just enhances our faces. And as we are maturing, we need that, right? And it feels good. Is it a thing? Is it a feel? I think it is. All right, so let me do a spin so you can see how this looks. Oh my goodness, sorry, I have to bounce. Oh, these curls, they're so fun. Okay, there's that. Are they bouncing back there, right? Oh, such a gorgeous wig. Now, one thing about this one, this is always large. So this cap is big on me. So if I am gonna keep an always, I'll probably go to a normal one, but I love it. I think this would be a nice summertime, if you have, wine tasting or picnic or Mother's Day event or 4th of July. This is a good one. And let me tell you something, it is not heavy. It looks like a ton of hair. It's not. This I could handle, and it's not flopping forward. Ooh, hey. Isn't it so cute? I love it. Yeah, and the nice gradient, or gradiating, I never say that word right, how the colors are gradient so that it's not like dark, light, right? So now I'm gonna compare with iced Granita in Scene Stealer. So hang tight. Okay, here's Scene Stealer, which is long and straight and sexy. I did a photo shoot in this wig. Ooh, I cannot wait to post some of the pictures. It is incredible. Okay, so when you just look at it side by side, looks pretty much the same, right? Let me get a little closer. And then a little bit back. But I also definitely see differences. Now, just to my eye, I think that this one has a tad bit more of the brown, whereas this one is more gray, right? Do you see that? Let me back up. Yeah. Same color code. That is a trip, you guys. Now, let me do what I did before. Put it on top. I'm gonna turn around for a sec. So, the deal here is each wig is special and each wig is individual. And though they are called the same color, each one's going to be a tad bit different from the other. And that's okay because each one of us are special, right? Each one of us have our own personalities. We come with our special qualities that each life has. And our wigs are representing that as well. All right, you guys, I hope this helps you. I want you to choose with confidence and with information and feel bold and empowered. And don't forget, wear the wigs. Just wear them. Wear them. You will feel better and no one will notice. In fact, I bet you'll get more compliments than you realize. And all you have to do is just say, thanks. You don't have to explain that it's a wig unless you want to. Just say thanks because you are beautiful. And each wig is going to just frame the glory and beauty of your face, right? So stay sparkly, keep shining, and keep moving forward. You've got this. All right, I'll see you guys at the next review. Bye. Mwah.